anything interesting or surprising since leaving the house or the jury last night?
Oh, I've learned a lot of amazing and interesting things. Like Godfrey is the reason I am out. You know, the whole triple eviction, him flipping, you know, Sara just deciding to go with Keely. It was, you know, finding actually the truth of my eviction. What else did I find out? Yeah, just finding out, you know, more alliances, who's actually true to each other, more about Godfrey's game, and that excites me and stuff. I think that guy's a genius. I kind of saw what he was doing, but like to learn more in detail and everything, that's pretty cool. What else did I learn? I'm just trying to think like everything. That's just, yeah, like, you know, my passionate kiss with Sara had no idea. Like, what? I was like, did that really happen? It was, oh my god! Like, didn't even remember it, but so funny. Yeah.
So your relationship with Sara was highlighted throughout the season. So how did you two become so close, and where do you see it going outside of the house?
So when I first got into the house, I right away was just trying to pick out who I thought was the best and who wasn't. And Sara caught my eye right away. She was a genius. I saw what she was doing. Beautiful girl, very intelligent, outgoing, and I saw that she was a gamer and she was playing hard. I wanted to work with her, but I knew it was going to take some time to get in there. And we're just a lot alike. We're very outgoing, we're very friendly, goofballs, you know, and she was so like lovey and caring, and in that house, like it is so hard like to trust someone and you know, care about someone, you know, outside of a game level. And Sara and I just had that connection, and we were able to trust each other. Outside, we're definitely going to be best friends. You know, I see her, and you know, she'll come into my wedding. Like, love this girl. No hard feelings what happened in the house. Can't hold it. I'm glad I got to play with her, and yeah, we'll definitely be friends forever.
Awesome. So did you vote for Sara to win the game because you felt she played the better game, or because of your relationship with her?
No, I voted 100% because I think she played the better game. What I knew. I didn't get to work with Godfrey, but I was able to work with Sara, and I was voting strictly game. I promised myself no bitter jury. You know, I wanted to vote as a super fan, and no, the relationship obviously helped, but you know, if I found out that Sara backstabbed me and hated me in the house, I was still, that girl is a genius.
Who would you have voted for had Godfrey taken Ashley to the final two?
Godfrey. And I think a lot of people are going to say that.
Any reason?
Just because, again, I felt like Godfrey, I could see his game a little better than even Ashley's. And the way that what Godfrey was doing was just so mind-blowing in advance. I think it's a speech, actually, that kind of really hurt him. In the end, Sara's speech was a lot better. And I just wanted to highlight the big points that he did. Outside now we're talking, I'm like, wow, buddy, we needed to highlight it because we didn't get to work with them. A lot of the jury didn't get to, and that's what happens. You need those social connections so they can see it, or have a great speech, or kill those questions so then we can see it. And I think that he really would have, you know, with Ashley and Pam, it would have highlighted a little more. Because him and Sara had great games.
So what did you think about all the twists that we had this season? Like, as a super fan, did you feel it was too much, or was that just the Canadian Big Brother?
As a super fan, I'm going to answer, can I answer as a player and a super fan?
Absolutely.
So as a super fan, I do love a good twist. I like twists because it helps with the underdogs, and it helps with the players that you don't expect, you know what I mean, that are always in power. I love when the power shifts, or you know, anything can happen. I love that, but when you throw in a big twist, that's like final 8, final 7, that's a little too much for me as a super fan, right? People worked hard to get there. I think it's, you know, where you position your twist is really important. As a player, I do love the twist again, but when you went boom, 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 triple, that special when Brittany won, and then a double, it's just, and we're getting so close, it's just too much. You know, it was a great season, we worked hard to get there, but I felt like as a player, what did we do, 4 weeks, and it was kind of like not much going on, and then it was just like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. That was a hard season.
So how tough was it for you to leave during the triple eviction, not really getting a chance to try to save yourself?
Triple eviction was so hard in many ways. One, Brittany, who I thought I was working with and I could trust, puts me up.
Right.
2, I start to see where are actually people like I'm aligned with and who trust me. So then I also kind of see Sara not really, you know, going to war for me. I can't really, like, you know, gather everything. And then I had to leave, and I just thought no one voted for me, right? Like I just had to leave with no answers. It was just so hard. It was, I literally like blacked out. It was nuts. I can't believe I left like that.
So what was it that made it so easy for you to understand why Sara did not give you her vote, which indirectly led to your eviction?
Okay, so when I was in jury, Bruno told me the story, but I know Bruno, and also you're still in game mode at the jury, sadly. So a part of me was just like, I'm not going to believe anything until I sit down and talk with Sara. I know her and I know our relationship, and I watched that girl play. So like I said, I was voting for a winner that represented our season. I wasn't going to vote for my friend, or I wasn't going to vote for someone that I cared about. It was literally who represented the best season and who I was okay with beating me, and who I think played an amazing game and deserves that title. But then when I found out, that it was all good and everything, obviously that helped even better, but Sara was always going to have my vote.
So what was your favorite part about the whole experience, and do you have any final thoughts on it all?
Favorite part about the whole experience? Just getting to play that game 24/7. It never stops. I love this game, but literally when you're in there, it's not a break. You do not get a break. Even when people are like, oh, it was nice to get a break from the game. No, that game is 24/7 and you're going hard. So it was amazing to play with all these super fans, kind of fans, it was just to play that game 24/7, and I got to do it for 49 days. I'm a very, very lucky girl, and I'm so blessed. And it was devastating how I left, and I can have all these regrets and say this stuff, but the best thing to do is say, play the best game I could. It's Big Brother. Some things you cannot help. There's too many variables in the game. Look back on it and be like, what a blast. I loved it, and I hope you guys did too.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.